Alright, we're back. Some Bay State Sox. Red Sox have been in spring training for almost a month. At the tail end of this month, the season will finally start. Here's the deal with the Sox. They're 4th place in the Grapefruit League at 14 and 10, as much as you want to give that any stock. Just came off a loss today to the Twins. But yeah, you don't really look too much into spring training for wins and losses as per se. Really what you're looking at is the bridge prospects. Are they ready? Are they not? In terms of batting, and of course your pitching prospects. But we're gonna start off with Ceddanne Rafaela. That's the big story right now in spring. Who is leading the team in hits, and I mean, of course, at bats 43. They really want to see what his bat is gonna do, because that's the real thing with Rafaela. Is he could be on the big league team if his bat is big league ready. He has the utility in the field to play up the middle and outfield. You know, he can do second, short, left, right, center. Even you might even see him at third if they really needed him. Had an injury on the corners or something. But yeah, Rafaela right now has 12 hits, leading the team, 4 doubles, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs, 12 Ks. Not too bad. He's hitting .279, slugging .581, OPS 922. Good stuff. Good stuff out of the kid. You want to see him make the team. He's one of those prospects that was in the top 50 of Baseball America. And he's one of the top prospects for the Red Sox, of course. So you want to see him hit that level. What they have to figure out, though, they love Jarren Duran. And I get that. The ceiling is ridiculous on Duran. But you have Duran, you have Rafaela, and you're going to have Abreu now, too. Abreu, 42 at-bats, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, 13 Ks. He's hitting .306. He's hitting a little higher than Rafaela right now. OPS 958. Not bad at all. 2 players that are having excellent springs. Devers and Story. Devers, of course, I mean, he's your superstar player, as to be expected, but Trevor Story, this could be exciting. He could have a big year, and if Trevor Story's back, all of a sudden, you can slot him in between Casas and Devers, and you got a legit starting 4 in your lineup. You're going to run Duran number 1. He's going to bat leadoff, and then you'll put probably Devers at 2. That's usually how they do it nowadays. Put Devers at 2, Story 3, and then Casas in cleanup. Casas, it's a big year for this kid. He has the power, and I think he has the guts to lead an offense. Tristan Casas could be that guy. I've talked about him ad nauseum on Bay State Sox. He's legit, but if you can slot Trevor Story in there, that would be huge. What Trevor Story can bring, wicked athletic player. He brings power, and he bats right. He bats right, which the team has desperately needed a right-handed batter. They've looked at Tony Pham. They've looked at Duvall again. Martinez, I don't even think was available, but Story really was their guy. You know, they gave him a huge contract. He has a great glove. He had it last year, but he could not bat at all. He was batting under 100. Nah, that's a little bit of hyperbole. He was batting about 160 last year when he came back off his injury. So, you know, he didn't bat at all, and then all of a sudden you're throwing him into big league competition, and he looked terrible. So they really need Trevor Story if they want to be a legit team. He needs to take the season by a chokehold. You know, he really needs to come out the gates hot, and look good all year. I'll be honest. The defense was the biggest problem last year for this team, so when he was back, it looked better. I mean, they're not trotting out Kike again, so barring injury, he is the biggest. He is one of the biggest pieces. He's one of the biggest pieces for them. Him, Rafaela is the other one, because the news that broke out last week is Vaughn Grissom, who the Red Sox got in the trade for Chris Sale, is down for a while. He's not going to play for a long time. I don't know if it's all-star break per se, but it could be like May. It could be May or June you see Vaughn Grissom. So that is a tough blunder. They got him in the Chris Sale trade, and they gave up a big piece. I mean, I knew it was time to move on from Sale, especially they bring in Giolito, so you're like, oh, well, we get this prospect in the middle infield. We'll put him next to Story while we wait for Marcelo Mayer. Eventually, Story will age out. Mayer will come up. He'll be our shortstop, and he'll play alongside Vaughn Grissom. Well, Grissom's out. That's why I think Ceddanne Rafaela, this is a very important time for him, because his glove is so good. He will probably be playing second base for this team. He'll be playing second base for this team with Duran in center, with Abreu in left, and probably Tyler O'Neill, who they got from the Cardinals, in right field. I just mentioned Giolito. He is out. He will be gone potentially the whole season. So without Giolito, I mean, it was a UCL injury. They avoided a Tommy John. He got the same... It might not have been a UCL. That might be misreporting. But he got the same surgery that Trevor Story got last year. Trevor Story had a UCL injury. So he got the same surgery, at least. I know that. He could be gone until post All-Star. You don't know. They avoided Tommy John, but that's a brutal blunder for the Red Sox. They dumpster dove again. No one was in on Giolito. No one but the Red Sox. The Red Sox found a cheap deal. They went for it, and it blew up in their face. So they're trotting out a rotation that's probably looking like Pivetta as your opening day guy, your ace, your number one. Pivetta had a tough start to the season last year, but really turned it around in the second half. So I'm going to give Pivetta a chance. As naive as that might sound, I'm going to give him a chance. Pivetta is your ace. Bayo, you're looking for a lot coming out of him this year. Big development year. Same with him and Casas. Big guys you want to keep your eyes on. Will the four-seamer velo improve? Will the changeup get even better? The changeup was filthy last year, and of course the curveball was really nice. How is he going to play during the day? How is he going to play during the night? He was awesome during the night always, and then he sucked during the day. So wait and see with that, give or take. Kutter Crawford is a huge one. The velo with Kutter Crawford, his four-seamer. I saw it